Hello and welcome back to another Too Good To Go video. And that, my friends, was the sound of a very excited Georgie boy going to pick up his first ever Too Good To Go from a chip shop. Right now, this chip shop in question is Hunt's Cross Supper Bar in Liverpool, in a place called Hunt's Cross. It was £3.39 and I was sitting in bed in the morning and I looked on the app and I seen there was 2 left, and I've never had a chippy before on the Too Good To Go app. And I thought, go on, give it a whirl, what could possibly go wrong? So it was 9:45 pick up to 10 o'clock, so it gives you a 15-minute window to pick it up. I assume they closed at 10. Now, I went to get it, and I wasn't expecting much, to be honest with you, but then again I thought, well, maybe I'm going to get, like, I don't know, 50 fish, a big bag of sausages or something like that. That'll do me. So I got there at 10 to, and I gave it 5 minutes, because normally when you get these places, if you leave it till like the last sort of minute and you get your bag, you tend to get more. They tend to just go, yeah, this is left, do you want that? So anyway, I sat in the car and I watched 2 people go in, both holding the phones. I thought, well, they must be going in for some food off the app. They didn't come out and I got a bit concerned. I was thinking, they've been kidnapped? Are they waiting for all of us to turn up and they're going to line us up and shoot us or something? I don't know. So anyway, I walked into the chippy, and by this time there must have been about 10 people in there. And I didn't see any sort of food getting passed over the counter and apps getting swiped and stuff like that. So anyway, the lad asked me, was it okay? So I said, I've come to pick up one of these Too Good To Go app things. And he said, sound. So he goes into the back and he pulls a bag out. And I looked, I thought, there's not much in there. Goes over to the doner meat section and he opens the tray and starts got the big fork, and he starts to sort of like put this meat in, and I thought, I'll have a bit of doner meat, whatever's in that. I'm going to get some chips now, some sausages, maybe some of those nice fish on the counter. Yeah, mate, let's have a look at your swipe. So you've got a swipe to prove that you picked it up, and it tells the system you picked it up anyway. And yeah, so I swiped the app and I looked at the bag, and there was 2 trays in there. He handed me the bag, and it was like, it was lighter than a Milky Way, should we say. So yeah, I gets to the car and I thought, well, you know what, I'm not expecting much, but I have got some food. So for £3.39, it's got to be at least worth £3.39. So I got to the car and I thought, you know what, I'll just open the bags and have a little look. So I started filming what you can see now, and there was a massive chop suey roll. I think it was a chop suey roll anyway. So was that worth a couple of quid? I don't know. Then I opened the tray. Then there was the doner meat there, and I thought, okay, sound. Now, it's not so much, should we say, sort of a rant about how much food I got, because the food that I got did actually equate to £3.39. But my gripe is at the moment with these places is they advertise what the price is that you're going to get. Now, it stated it was £10 worth of food, and it was nowhere near £10 worth of food. And I just thought, well, whatever, I'll sort it out when I get to the end and start eating it. So I opened the chop suey roll and I looked at it, and with all chippy food, you know, I wasn't expecting sort of healthy food. It was covered in fat, dripping in fat. I cut it open and it was like, it didn't taste very nice, to be honest with you. So I sort of discarded half of that in the bin, and then I opened the doner meat. Now, I'm a huge fan of doner meat, don't get me wrong, and I love, you know, doner kebab, doner burgers, when it's off the skewer, not when it's been sat with all its mates in a tray for God knows how long, accumulating tons and tons of just like, it's just sitting in fat. And I looked at the tray and it was absolutely friggin' dripping with fat, and I thought, there's no way I'm eating that shite. No way am I putting that in my system. And I tipped the tray up and it was just pissing out, and I was like, no way. I mean, don't get me wrong, I did have a taste and it wasn't the best doner meat I've tasted. But yeah, so my only gripe with it is yeah, okay, the food was worth £3.39, and I do sort of understand these places that, like, you know, sort of like you get what's left at the end of the day. But, you know, £10 price tag on that, it wasn't really sort of doing it for me. The best I've had so far, and a massive shout out to Greg's at John Lennon Airport in Liverpool. It's £2.79 a bag, and I've never been let down. It's always been like, if I got one bag, it's always been at least £15 worth of food. And then there was a time when I got 2 or 3 bags and there was a good £40 worth of food. But like I say, there's places there like Aldi, Morrison's, and Spar. I tend to sort of just don't go near the supermarkets because you get the whoopsie stickers, what no one else wants. So you could turn up and I'd say Aldi, there's your bag, and it's full of freaking mouldy bananas or something like that, and it's full of bread, and it's full of, you know, things that I sort of need to be eaten like there and then. It can't be frozen, so most of it does actually get chucked away, believe it or not. From what I've seen on the Facebook group, people do just tend to go, I can't eat that sort of thing. So, but yeah, the video, it wasn't about the rant about sort of how much food I got quantity wise. It was just sort of like, these places put like a price tag on them, and it's never sort of, you know, the case. And it's a bit annoying when you pick the food up and you go, okay, it's worth that much, but you said it was supposed to be worth that much. So yeah, that was just a quick sort of a video on my latest sort of chippy. Now, I have heard some good things about other chippies in the area, so I might try one more, and if I don't get any sort of like, you know, decent results from that, probably knock it in the head. And Greg's, I'm still getting Greg's. Greg's is just fantastic. Even Greg's on Speak Boulevard as well. Never been let down by them as well. And I'm yet to try other Greg's, so I might sort of like, you know, try Greg's out. I've tried a couple of Costas. Now, Costas are quite expensive, so it'll say something like it's worth £15. You'll turn up, you get 4 items. It'll be worth more than £15. It's always thing, you know. But Costas are just like, you've got to cook it yourself. So if you're sort of out and about and you want a quick snack, or you're in work and you're going to pick some cheap food up, just be mindful that you'll have to cook some of these things yourself. But anyway, it's not about Costa. It was just about my latest chippy haul from Too Good To Go. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.